It's the dawn of the it's not the dawn of the last day. It's almost the dawn of the last day of our fight.
It's the dawn of the last day eve.
It's the end of Art Fight Eve, my second favorite holiday, right after Art Fight Eve.
That's so nothing. This is such an intro. Hi everyone.
Okay, what I will say though, I love it when Art Fight ends. You know, like, you know that one thing where it's like, I hate to see her leave, but I love to watch her go. That's how I feel about Art Fight ending. It's such a bittersweet time, but honestly, I love when Art Fight ends.
Such a funny way to word it. How do you say this?
I'm normal, I swear.
You're so normal.
I'm so normal.
So normal. So normal.
Well, Art Fight's ending. That's if you didn't know. If you don't know what Art Fight is, hi. This is a podcast specifically about Art Fight, so maybe don't listen to it. But I don't know. It honestly, it kind of doesn't feel like it's ending.
Never really feel like it happened, so I guess it doesn't really feel like it's ending.
Like, I will say, I'm pretty sure it was because of all of the turmoil that happened, we'll call it that, or all of the whirlwind, you know. But like the Gen chats have been like not very active. Gen 1 is on like 15-second slow mode right now. That's so small. Jesus. It was on 1 minute the entire fight, and now it's 15 seconds because like no one's talking. It's so weird.
That's crazy.
The vibes are so strange.
The vibes as our fight have just been off. They've just been a little strange. I mean, I don't know. We've talked about that so many times, though.
Well, I think one thing that's kind of interesting is because like I'm really active on the Discord, and I have like theories as to why the vibes to me felt off. Because like closing the fight out, you know, I can say more definitively why I think like I had the experience I did, but you're not in the Discord, so like from your experience, like why does it feel off to you this year from like mostly being a site user?
I don't know. I just feel like, to me, okay, from my perspective, I feel like a lot of it is the influence of like, I don't know, this is gonna sound weird. I guess I've said it before, but like the TikTok mindsets from like new users. Obviously, talking about Art Fight, I feel like is good. I've seen people. I mean, people have. This isn't the first time I've seen people talk about Art Fight. I know last year people were like posting about Art Fight and stuff, and that was when I was seeing it prominently. But this year I've been seeing it more, but in a more like negative light, where it comes to like attack baiting or not attack baiting. Well, maybe. Like begging usually.
Yes.
Like explicitly asking people for attacks or like complaining that they haven't gotten attacked or revenged or something. I feel like I've been seeing a lot of those mindsets this year, and I'm not sure if that's like why like the vibes are off necessarily, but I do feel like it's a contributor to it, because even if you don't have that mindset, a lot of people see that mindset, and it's kind of demotivating to like play, honestly. Like that doesn't what's like stopped me fully from like playing Art Fight. For me, a lot of it was just like my wrists were really bad this year, and I was just really demotivated. And on top of everything, I was just like, I don't have the energy to draw and to like push through that. My wrist is like, it feels like needles are stabbing me in the palm when I draw.
Yeah, well,
it was really bad for me.
Yeah, that would definitely do it. I actually, this is the first year I've had any sort of wrist pain, and also, like, so my wrist pain has, like, gone away, but I have, like, shoulder pain as well.
Oh, no.
Which is strange. I think it's from...
Strange.
Well, it's just, like, really weird, because, like, I haven't been doing any strenuous stuff except for drawing, so it must have just been
I've been having shoulder pain, but it's kind of been from shrimping.
It's probably from shrimping, but it's only on one of my shoulders, so maybe I'm only shrimping on one side. I don't know.
You have like an uneven lean.
I definitely do. Like whenever I flip my art, like it's always slightly like tilted to the left. Does anybody else get that? Put down in the comments if you flip
I
your
do that, but I think it's like it will like lean depending on like which hand you use or something.
Really?
Like if you're like, well, like if I don't know, I've heard it before. Like
I thought it was just my head. I thought it was just my head slightly being tilted to the left and thinking it's straight.
That's really funny.
Yours makes more sense. I literally was just like, oh, it's probably just because like my head isn't like perfectly like vertical, and when I try and draw a straight line, it's not actually straight.
Oh my god. That's gonna make me start crying. Like the mental image.
It's so tilted though. I wish I could like, I don't think I have any examples, but there are some pieces where I'll flip it and I'm like, this, like it's not that it like looks wrong. It's just like,
It's got a lean.
It has so much of a lean. It's like it's in italics and I flip it and I'm like, well, what the hell? It's so leaned.
It's so funny. Unknowingly italic.
Yeah, for real. I bet if I flipped your PNG, that it would lean. I'm not even kidding.
Maybe so. I flip my art a lot, so.
Yeah, you do flip your art a lot, and you like work after it's flipped too, right?
Yes. I like constantly I'm like flipping it is the thing. I don't even like just flip it once. I like flip it all the time because like sometimes it's just easier to paint something from if I flip it, do it that way.
Honestly,
I have like a specific shortcut. I have Control F to flip my canvas. I made it.
I have mine as Control L.
Why L?
Because
so
all the other letters were taken.
What does F? What does Control F for you do?
That's actually a really good question. I forget what F does. Wait, let me
see.
Is it
what fill?
No, it's not fill because G is fill.
Okay.
F does nothing. It's just L for no reason.
L is so far away from control.
No, well, there's two controls on a keyboard.
Okay, but usually your hand's on the left side of the keyboard, not on the right side of the keyboard.
I have a very strange set because like I use a screenless tablet, right? Okay. And it has buttons on it. And I tried to train myself to like use the buttons, and then I just gave up on doing that because I had always like before I had just used my like I have my left hand on my keyboard and my right hand drawing.
Okay, yeah.
And so I just did that, and I don't know. I don't flip my art a lot, so like L just it makes sense. it's like it didn't have a lot of. I think it was Lightbox. No, Lasso. Wait, maybe it's not L. Maybe I'm lying. Maybe I'm gaslighting myself right now.
Maybe you are gaslighting yourself. Because L sounds so incorrect.
What is it? Oh no. Oh no, now I look like a...
You lied on the internet,
I'm lying on the internet. I literally thought it was L. What do I use to flip my canvas? I'm having an existential crisis right now. What?
I think it's in...
No, it is. I was pressing Alt L. It's Control L.
Okay.
I don't know why I picked L. I think it's because like when I'm getting to the point where I need to flip it, it's like after I'll do the lines, and normally just like with a transform, it'll fix it. Like it won't be any anatomy stuff. So I just take my hand off the drawing and I just like go Control L. I don't know. Anyway, that's a really long tangent.
That was a really funny tangent.
Wait, do you have do you have any fun shortcuts that you use that are like a hot tip for? Because I know we both use Clip.
Not really, aside from Control F, I think. I mean, okay, there was a weird one I had for a while where on my old laptop, my S key was broken, so so I swapped my keybind from S to S was Z and Z was S. And
whoa, what? Wait, I'm trying to think.
Because it would so where the S key was, if I hit the S key, it would be Z. Because I didn't have to use Z as much. So I just made the S, because my S key was like broken.
Oh,
so
but what about Control Z?
Yeah, that was the thing. I made Control Z, Control S.
Wait, but what about save?
Yeah, that was Control Z.
What?
As you can imagine, when I swapped to my new laptop, this was a big issue, and my sentences constantly looked like I had a Homestuck typing quirk, where I was just like talking with Z's.
That is so funny. That's actually that's beautiful.
But that's not really a hot tip.
That's not a hot tip. No, that's a bad tip. I'm sorry.
Control F though, I feel like is a really hot tip because it's like it's where you hold your other hands already for like Control Z and stuff.
Yeah.
It's easy to hit. If you like feel that you like want to flip your art a lot, like okay, not everyone has to flip their art that much. I do because I paint, and sometimes it's just easier to paint from an angle if I flip it. Yeah. And plus, like since I'm painting all the time, sometimes I'll like tweak stuff while I'm painting it, so it just makes sense for me to constantly be doing it. But that's my hot tip: is put any shortcut for flipping your canvas, because flipping your canvas is really yummy.
My hot tip is that if you press C in Clip Studio Paint, you can get a transparent version of the brush you're using.
Oh.
And so you can like do an eraser, but like with a texture. And I use
I didn't know that.
So much.
I would just hit the transparent color. That's good to know.
Oh yeah, you can also do that, but like I don't like I like
it's
doing
better to just hit it.
I like doing keys for everything because it's like faster for me. But I know some people.
You're a tech guy.
Like, doesn't Rev like actually click on every tool, or am I thinking of someone else?
I don't know if that's true, but I wouldn't be that shocked. Maybe you should text Rev in the middle of this podcast.
Hey Rev, do you? Hey. I don't know. I sometimes I just think we're like live, and like Rev's almost always in my channel. Like, hey Rev, do you? Yeah. I don't honestly like people who click everything manually, and people who draw with their finger on like a phone, or like who are a phone artist. You guys are like the strongest people on earth, or like mouse
phone
artists.
Scare me,
dude. Yeah.
My friend Yuchi, my lovely friend Yuchi, is a phone artist.
Wait,
but
what?
Recently Yuchi's a phone artist.
What?
She uses Ibis. But recently her phone broke. And you know how she's been doing art?
How?
Trackpad and Krita.
What? Oh my god, can I buy Yuchi like a $40 tablet? I'm gonna buy Yuchi a $40 tablet.
She has a tablet, but it's not any bigger than her phone, and she doesn't like it that much.
Oh my god. That's so... But like the pressure sensitivity, how do you do that? You don't have any.
I don't know. When I've asked her how she draws, she says that she swaps between the trackpad and the tablet until she gets tired of one. Like, she'll go from the trackpad, and when she gets tired of the trackpad, she'll go to the tablet. When she gets tired of the tablet, she'll go to the trackpad. I'm like, that sounds miserable. Why do you do this?
God. Some people are, like, making their art lives a lot harder. Like, being unhinged.
Also, update for any listener, I did text Rev, and I was like, do you use shortcuts, or do you hit the buttons? And Rev has... our friend of the pod, Rev, has answered that he hits every button. So this does apply to him.
Oh my god! No, because I remember someone this fight telling me they did that, and I was like, how? That's so much time wasted.
So much effort. He just hit a keybind.
Like, I think the only software I hit any buttons in is Blender, and that's because there are like a cajillion shortcuts for Blender, and I do not have the energy to memorize all of them.
That's real. I mean, I don't memorize the like swapping from like brush to pen to pencil and shit.
I only use brushes.
Clip.
Wait, because you can set up collections of brushes, so I just keep all of my actual brushes in brush.
That's probably smarter, but I have a section for like. I put in pens, brushes I use that I don't paint with, and then in paint I have a section for ones
actually,
I paint
that's
with.
smart. I have like, I have my collections are based off of how much I like the brushes, because sometimes I'll just go and download like 50 brushes, you know, like classic artist moment. Me too. And I just dump them all into like one folder, and I'll like move them into different like tier lists of like brushes that I like. And I don't really use the other ones, but sometimes I'll like go through it and I'll be like, oh wait, this actually does have a cool texture that I could use now that I know more about art or whatever.
That's fun. That's silly. That's a good time.
I only use like...
It's just making me open my clip and just look at brushes I've never used.
Look at them. I know, I have so many brushes I've never used. Some of them are bad.
Yeah, me too. I have a brush though. That's like the best thing ever. It just makes it, you know those like circle tools where it's like a decoration.
Yeah.
I have one that's just a bunch of bunnies like running after each other.
Oh, that's so cute.
I think I needed it for a piece specifically, and I just never got rid of it. But it's so
My
cute.
my two brushes that I use, I was a
Hmm.
die-hard. It was so interesting because whenever I like get on a new computer, I usually end up like getting a new like brush that I use all the time because it's
Hmm.
hard to switch clip brushes sometimes. When they were
It
doing their
is.
licensing stuff, I was like, they kept like yelling at me that I couldn't have two copies of it installed on the same license, and I was like, shut up, it's my computer.
So annoying.
I don't remember how I got around it, but eventually it just stopped yelling at me, so I can't touch it. But
That's really funny. I had to swap laptops, and it never yelled at me once. I was really happy.
really, but like it
It
was only
didn't.
active on one at a time, or like active at two
No,
at.
mine was active on both.
Wow.
I don't know why it didn't yell at me.
I wish it wouldn't yell at you. I think that everybody should be able to download it from one license.
Yes,
Just
true.
share the, hey, it's my turn on the Clip Studio license.
It'd be funny. Everyone shares one Clip Studio license, and we all live happily ever after.
But my brush story is that when I switched to my laptop, I started
Hmm.
using a pen that's like in the default clip like pen set. So the one I
Yeah.
use is like the Millie pen. If anyone ever wants to recreate the damie style,
Oh, I like Millie Pen.
because I started drawing with it after I was trying to find a brush that I could use for the Chainsaw Man style, and then I was like, wait a
Mhm.
second, this brush slaps so hard, and so I just used it.
Real. For some reason, I don't have Millie Pen, but I have Millie Pen 3.
I have Millie pen too. I think it's because I like somehow accidentally copied it and I can't find the original one. It's just stuck in there somewhere.
It's really funny. I think mine's probably from the store. It was someone else's Millie Pen, if I had to guess, because the name's in lowercase.
Oh yeah, mine's in uppercase actually.
Oh, you're so cool.
Anyway, I love this art fight podcast for us talking about art fight.
Just talking about Clip Studio, yeah, my bad.
It's so art of us. That's so art and fight of
It's
us.
art. Look, guys, it's the end of Art Fight, and everyone knows that Art Fight this year was kind of, it was a, it was a nothing burger.
Yeah, that is such a good word to describe it.
Yuchi keeps using my friend Yuchi of the pod keeps saying nothing burger, and it's really
truly
rubbed
like
off
a
on
burger
me.
made of like only lettuce.
Yeah,
That's what this felt like.
that is what Art Fight felt like this year.
Well,
It was just kind of. Hmm?
I was gonna. No, you go. You go. I was gonna look
I
something
don't
up.
remember what I was gonna say.
I was gonna look up how many points werewolves are ahead, but oh, they changed it to TBA. Damn it! I wanted to see.
Is it hidden now?
You guys
well,
were
it's not
almost
just shocking,
40.
it's hidden now.
You were almost 400,000 points ahead.
Jesus, it means like nothing though.
I know, and like I wonder. I really do wonder how much cheating has gone on. I'm not gonna lie.
I've seen a lot
I could.
already.
I feel like. I feel like there should be a way where like users could like review posts that's not just the raid attacks, or like in the raid attacks if they like put the attack rating up so that people could like help report some more. Because man, those ratings
Yeah.
being down for 2/3 of the fight, Sonic Lover out here, like
Oh man, I forgot to do. I used to love doing raid attacks. Like
they're fun.
they are fun, and it makes you see so much cool art. And I haven't done that this year.
Oh,
Makes me
well,
sad.
a lot of people don't know about it either. There's a little tab if you go to, where is it? I forget what it's under.
It's under browse.
Yeah, it's under browse, and you can go to rate attacks, and you can get a random attack, and you can give it, what is it, like 0.25 points or something?
Yeah, you can up it, and it gives it a little point bonus.
An insane point bonus. But it's really cool to just like see stuff. I'm gonna be honest though, I'm so glad recent attacks are back, because I've commented on like 6 recent attacks that I'm just like, man,
Oh,
these attacks are awesome.
that makes me happy. I've done that a few times too, but again, I've just been kind of away from art fight because I'm arted out which is I'm disappointed that I am because I've only gotten 9 attacks out.
I'm gonna hit a 50% ratio, I think, which I did not think was gonna happen, and
I'm gonna end probably unless someone gets me, and I'll cry. I like not like in a happy way. I mean, I will literally weep because my ratio is really dog water. I'm probably gonna end with the 31 ratio, which isn't the worst, but
it's not the worst. I mean, like if you have like health complication stuff, that's always like so hard for artfight. Or if you're like away, like if you're on like vacation or something without access.
I wasn't away, but I definitely do have like really bad health complications. Yeah. I just kind of stepped in this year.
Yeah.
And plus I did a lot of high effort stuff this year.
Oh,
like
yeah,
I stuck to my original goal, I will say.
Yeah.
Of like because we that would be a good way to we should talk about that. Our original goals. Because mine was to do more backgrounds, which I held up pretty well. My 2 first ones were backgrounds. One of my recent attacks. No, my first 3 attacks were backgrounds, sorry. And then I did another one with a background. Everything else was kind of just like a portrait, to be fair. But, like one of them was a cat. I don't draw cats. So that was a challenge for me. I just like was like, awesome. I was like, I went through the pet tag. I just wanted to draw someone's pet. And I drew a cat.
That's so cute.
Yeah. And then 2 of them were headshots that I put a lot of effort into and I really like. One of them was I wanted to draw Stardew Valley chickens. So I found someone's character who likes chickens in Stardew Valley. And
that was beautiful. That's one of my favorite attacks. On stream, right?
It was.
Chicken and the skinny chicken.
The skinny chicken. But yeah, I'm really proud of what I did this year. A lot of it was really high effort too. Like also the Discord one I'm considering like 2 because like not only did I do that, but I also colored the background.
Yeah.
For the pod, which I didn't get to submit.
I know. I didn't get to submit it either.
Neither of us got to submit it, but in our hearts we did.
It's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. It's so comfy. I can't wait to like decorate it more.
Yeah, I'm really excited. My friends have already given me a few ideas.
Oh, that's beautiful.
I know.
I will say, I think I also actually upheld my goal from because I think our goals were we talked about them like in the mid like off-season episode, right? Like we didn't talk about them at the end.
I think so. I don't remember.
Honestly, I should go back and listen to the because I remember we did like a final episode last year. I should have probably like prepared for this and like listened to it before.
Well, I was thinking of our goals of from the first episode of this year.
Oh, from the first
where we
episode.
Where we talked about what we wanted to do.
Oh, I do not remember what I said.
I think it was care less about color.
Oh, actually, yeah, never mind. I did that then. I really started caring less about color. And well, because I do remember my mid-season goal was to like make more meaningful art. And I definitely 100% did that, which honestly made my experience a lot better. Like I felt like I connected more with like understanding people's characters and like got to explore like cooler imagery and stuff.
That's awesome.
I've
seen a lot of you've done so much cool shit this year.
You're so kind. Thank you. I think there's only one attack that I don't like that I did. And I liked the concept of it. It's just the execution was kind of scuffed.
Oh. Dang.
So, I'm like 36-0 for wins, which is pretty good.
That's awesome though. Yeah. I like all of the attacks I did, I will say. But I didn't do that many. But that just like that makes me happy in a way. I feel like that I didn't get out as many attacks, but all the ones I got out I really like.
Yeah. That's like honestly I feel like that's the way better.
Yeah, because I would be unhappy if like I did more attacks, but the attacks I did do, even if I got them out, like I didn't like them, you know?
Yeah.
Like I didn't get out that many attacks, but I'm just happy that I got them out, and they're ones I like.
Yeah, all of mine are like I had a lot of fun making them, and they like challenged me in like good ways, and I feel like also were able to showcase like some skills that I'm pretty proud of. So it was good like it was a good it would have been a really good year if like the vibes weren't so weird.
Yeah. The vibes are really off this year.
I feel like, and honestly, like I kind of wanted to talk about this because we're like at the tail end of it. Like I feel like people are gonna come out of this with a lot of different opinions as to like why people felt the way they did this year. Because I know like a lot of regulars felt like a shift, right? And like it's pretty widespread, I would say. Like alarmingly widespread, even for people who like aren't that active. Like people saying that like they just didn't have as much motivation this year.
Yeah.
And like I don't know. I feel like one of the reasons that I you know, feel free to add any that you think of as well. But I feel like one of the main reasons that like I couldn't really pinpoint the last time we talked about it is like I feel like there's so much more like complaining, I guess, that I encounter like coming across, whether it's like, oh, the site's so slow, or like, oh, why aren't we getting an extension, or I'm not getting enough defenses, or I have to do I'm not good at like I'm not good enough to do all my revenges, or like whatever it is. I feel like there's a real like attitude shift instead of being like, oh, I'm motivated to try and do these things and it's okay if I try my best, to like this is so awful or bad or whatever.
I agree. I feel like the complaining I have seen, well, it's mostly not been in the Discord because I'm not very active in the Discord. Yeah. I do notice like there's a lot of more like complaints this year than I feel like there tend to be. Like usually it's like a lot of hype for just like playing artfight and like being like, I get to draw for people, I'm gonna get you, I'm gonna attack you, you're gonna get got. But I haven't really seen that much hype of like that variety this year. It's mostly just like people upset and complaining about not getting attacked, or
a lot of it is the attack begging is like woof.
That's the roughest one that I've seen.
You know, the funny thing is I was wondering, because last year was not a great chat year either, like if we're talking about the Discord, and I was wondering like, if I go back and look at, you know, some of the messages from like a random day from the last art fight in the Discord from like last year and from 2021, like would I be able to notice any, just like if I pick a random day and just go to a random time and like see what it looked like. And during Wither Bloom, I think I went to like July 4th or something, like some early date, because I wanted to see it like really active. Like there was a lot of attack begging then too, which like really surprised me because I feel like I don't remember it being as widespread. But
me neither.
That's it really surprised me.
That's interesting. I wonder if it's just the attack begging this year on top of like almost everything else, you know, that like makes it feel more prominent, or just like how, I don't know, it feels more widespread this year.
Yeah, I would say. Oh no, you go.
Oh, I was gonna say, because even if it was just in the Discord, because I feel like I almost never saw people attack begging out of the Discord.
Yeah.
Out of the Artfight Discord, Gen 1.
Oh yeah. It would be like just Gen 1.
It was just Gen 1, yeah. And it was mostly new people.
Yeah.
But like it was just Gen 1. But this year it's like TikTok, Twitter, which is weird because like this is like the first time I've seen it on Instagram, like Instagram posts. Not like Instagram reels that are like reposted TikTok. Instagram like posts. And it's like there's so much more complaining.
Yeah.
It's like just love what you have. Okay.
I feel like I'm in some like bizarro land, or maybe it's just like the vocal like minority in the past years where it's like, oh yeah, I go to a certain day, I see people begging for attacks because like it jumps out to me when someone posts like a whole paragraph that says like, hey, this is an advertisement in Gen 1, and it's like, why are you doing that? That's really weird.
It's really weird.
But like I feel like now it's becoming like a majority of people who are like complaining about stuff.
I'd agree. It's becoming not like the small amount of people that are just really loud. Because I remember it last year, but definitely not as bad.
I honestly don't remember like attack begging being an issue in previous years, which is...
I guess I don't remember it being an explicit issue. More like link spam, I guess.
Yeah, like, and looking back on like some of our commentary, like we weren't really talking about like user behavior in... Because, you know, it's like, I'm a Gen 1er. I'm a Gen 1er for life. Like,
you are.
That's where the noobs go. That's where, you know, the trolls go. Like, that's where we get a lot of, like new people, essentially, who usually didn't really know, like, the culture. So that's kind of why the vibes were always, like, weirder than Gen 2. Because Gen 2 was, like, for the regulars. That's for, like, the artfight little freaks who wanted to do roleplay and stuff, you know?
Yeah.
Freaks affectionate, I will say. I'm also a freak. I was in Gen 2. I was in Gen 2 like at the beginning of the season, and it was strange because it was just Gen 1.
It was just what Gen 1 normally is.
Yeah, it was really weird. And then Gen 1 was just like all the help channels because the help channels were closed.
Oh, that's interesting.
People were just spamming like, "Oh, how do I join a team?"
Oh.
Yeah.
Poor critters.
It might also be that there's like no active mods.
Yeah. I could definitely see that, like, contributing something to the Discord.
Yeah, or that like...
Where's the chat bot? They need to change it to, like, be something. Stop attack begging.
Yeah,
you know,
don't beg for attacks.
Yeah, they need to change the bot. Bring her back. Is she in this chat still?
Frog fight? Yeah.
Yeah. What did she say? What's her automated message?
It says don't... Wait, actually, no, wait. They turned off frog fight. They definitely did. Because I have not seen frog fight.
Oh, yeah, no. I haven't seen her either. That's why I was wondering.
Oh, I thought you just meant, like, are they still in the server? This is actually...
No, I meant...
This is so weird.
Yeah.
Art, fight, frog.
Because it used to, like, send automated messages about, like, link spam, maybe?
Yeah. It warns for invites.
Mm.
Oh, wow. It's been a while since it posted in any messages about link spam.
Oh.
Oh my god.
They silenced her.
There's just a drawing. Wait a second. I have to show you. I have to show you this.
Oh.
I have to put this on the podcast. Oh wait, I'm not streaming the podcast to you. What am I doing?
You aren't.
You should have yelled at me.
I'm sorry, I didn't.
Image. This is important. Okay, where is it? Random image. There we go. Okay, that's not the right one, but that's fine.
Look at this baller damie attack.
This is baller damie attack. If you haven't seen it, that's one of the ones I did. It's gonna change to a very different image in 1 second. This is a long setup for a bit that probably isn't gonna be that funny. Where is this? Properties. Here we go. Huh? Oh my god, it's not a browser image.
You're fighting for your life
I'm
right
fighting
now.
for literally fighting for my life right now. This is a frog fight message. That's also not an image.
It's not the image.
It's not the image. I love you guys are just seeing all of the images. There we go.
Oh my.
That's like one of the last. I wanted to say this was one of the last messages Frogfight sent, but it's just a lie. That's not a lie. This is just one that I liked they sent.
Oh, it's beautiful.
It's so weird that they don't have the... Who turned off Frogfight?
Please turn her back on. Why is she silenced?
Get her back in here. She's girl bossing.
She was literally girl bossing. They hate to see a girl boss winning.
That's so weird, though. Like, I mean, I honestly don't think link spam is that big of a problem anymore.
No, it's the attack begging that
and
they need to.
Can I be like, I think I've said this before, but like, the vibe of link spam, I much prefer to the vibe of people begging for attacks.
Yeah, it's the lesser of two evils for sure. You've said that before,
but like,
and
because I feel like they're one and the same.
But I agree.
I feel like they're one and the same.
But the begging is like guilt tripping.
Yes, that's why I don't like the begging. The begging is like, oh, I have an 80% ratio. Somebody please attack me. It's like, I'm sorry, you have an 80% ratio.
Link your character and don't ask. You know.
I honestly do wonder though, because like people are like, oh, I haven't been getting that many revenges. And I have to wonder, like, I really have to wonder, is it that people are revenging less, or that they're attacking people who they want art from, who aren't like necessarily like guaranteeing revenges or something? Because there are definitely people out there who I've seen who guarantee every revenge.
Yeah.
Like,
Interesting. 'Cause I'm not sure. It could very likely be that they're just attacking people who don't guarantee revenges.
yeah, like,
And
I don't understand that. That's like the one thing I don't get about like attack begging. It's like you're begging, but you're also like, hey, I want like quote unquote good art, which like kind of contradicts itself.
yeah, always like beggars can't be choosers. Okay, guys, that's literally the thing.
Yeah. Yeah, literally. I don't know. I just don't like that art fight has become about like defenses. It makes me like really depressed actually.
Yeah, that's part of what can be so like demotivating for me personally.
And
The art fight, it's like I don't care. I just want to draw for people.
yeah, I just want to draw for people. I feel like the other half of that is like when there are such like glaring issues like with the user base, like on this podcast, it's like I honestly don't even know what else there would be to talk about other than just like the vibes of the fight, right? And like
Yeah,
it's hard because it just is like a big spiral. Like, so when people do it, like, then people tend to like bring up the fact that like complain about like the fact that people are attack begging in chat, and then it starts like more negative conversations, and we don't have as much stuff focusing on like the positives of our fight, and it's just really disappointing, I guess.
yeah, I agree. I mean, I feel like there's a lot we could talk about art fight outside of user behavior. I mean, that was most of what. I mean, maybe it wasn't most of what last. But like, you'd always talk about like, I don't know, like we did a mass attack feature and stuff. And that was, to me,
There's
was, like,
definitely like stuff, but I'm saying like I feel like the point of this like podcast, at least to some extent, is to like convey our opinions about like the current season. And I feel like it's hard to move past some things when they're so glaring.
That's true. Yeah. Some things are just, especially the attack begging. Like I feel like we brought that up on multiple episodes, and it's like we can't. It's not one where we can just like bring it up and drop it because it's so bad.
I mean, it would have been interesting also to see if like, you know, at the beginning of the fight, if it was bad and then it like got better, or if, I mean, in this case, like I know there are definitely people who decided to stop playing art fight after the stuff that happened with the staff. And it would have been interesting to see if, you know, the attack begging got better after that, or like how that affected it. So I do think it's like kind of important to at least be like, yep, it's still happening. It sucks.
Yeah. But it's hard. I don't know. It's really demotivating to see.
Yeah, because I feel like the main thing is, and maybe like if you're out there and you're like listening to this and you're a person who's like demotivated that they're not really getting that much back, and like you have a high ratio or something, like we've all been there. Like my first year, even though I did 100 attacks that year, like I didn't get a bunch of stuff back. I mean, it's not as bad as it was today just because the community was smaller and I was attacking people, you know, who revenged. But
yeah,
it's like we're there, like we feel you, but you just can't like go and ask people for stuff. Like that's just not very like polite.
yeah.
I think.
Like just because you've given a lot of attacks, like I don't know, you're not like necessarily like entitled to make people draw for you. If it makes sense. Like yeah, I get it and it sucks, but at the same time, like it's you chose to like spend your time doing that art, giving out pieces. Like at the end of the day, when you play art fight, you know that you're not guaranteed to get anything back.
Yeah.
It's a giving game. I don't know why it's called a trading game. I'm really sorry if you were misled by that tagline on the website, but at the end of the day, it is just a giving game.
Clem, I think I figured it out. Art fights changed from communism to capitalism, And so people,
No.
when they do more attacks, they're like, oh, because I work harder than other people, it should mean I get more than other people.
Oh no.
Artfight socio-political theory.
Oh my god, Forg's in the background.
Yeah, Forg's. I feel like we should leave Forg back there.
I didn't notice you put him there.
Our new mascot, Forg.
Forg.
I love Forg. That's the spirit of Artfight. Man, I haven't even seen people talking about like worms.
No,
Where
worms
have
are
the worms
out,
gone?
Damie.
Worms are out. Am I an old man now for thinking worms are hip still?
People just, I mean, I think it's just like as newer people, they don't like know about the worm. They
Yeah.
don't like make worm OCs.
To be fair, worms were like 4 years ago.
Yeah, it was a while.
It was a while ago.
We're due for a new simple shaped character, everyone. We're due for snakes.
What was that?
I said snakes.
Snakes.
The closest thing I could think to a worm.
Snake is like not simple. What even is simple shaped? Like, I feel like
Junimo from Stardew.
object OCs. Or
Yeah,
no,
object
wait.
OCs.
Oh, actually, did you hear the Stickman OC discourse
I didn't.
about whether or not they're like simple shaped characters?
Oh, like just a stick man?
Yeah, just like an actual Stickman.
That would be simple shape.
People were like actually losing their minds over this in one day. I thought it was so
Why?
funny. People were like, should Stickman characters be allowed to be uploaded on Artfight? Do they have enough detail to count as characters even? I was like, guys.
I mean, they're allowed, but they're just simple shaped.
It's like, guys, you don't know how simple some of the worm drawings were.
Yeah.
Who was that person that we found that drew like one line and put 2 dots on it and put it as a simple shaped character? That one.
Wait, I know that. I know what you're talking about.
Oh man, we should tell them all about that when they're re-rating points.
Didn't you already tell them on?
I did, but they said come back when we're re-rating points, I think.
Oh. Okay.
Fuck, I'm gonna forget.
should
I should
remember
write that
to-
down.
Yeah.
That's do your due diligence,
Yeah.
art fighters. If you see a misrated attack, it's okay. They're not evil. Just make sure to report it so that the points are accurate.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I mean,
Because
we're memeing.
we found a mass attack. It was literally like it was just characters that were like it was like a circle
Yeah.
and then like some lines.
It was kind of beautiful, like in an abstract way, but also it was rated incorrectly.
It was very, very incorrect.
Also, I don't actually know because there was the line OC. I don't think you're allowed to have a drawing of a character that's like just one line or like just a small dot or blob.
There was a line OC?
Wait, do you not remember the line OC?
No.
I think her name was
Probably
like
not.
Samantha or something.
Samantha, the line.
It was literally just a line.
That's kind of beautiful.
and the mods had to like take it down. But people were like attacking it, like dressing it up in like really realistic clothes and stuff.
Okay, that's like really funny to me though.
It was funny.
Like that's effort.
There
But
hasn't been
I
like
understand why I
any
had to take it down.
there hasn't been any like funny meme attacks or anything this year to like joke about, which I'm so sad about.
Man.
We didn't even have a chair guy.
We
Last
didn't
year
even
we
have
had
a
the chair
chair
guy.
Man, that sucks. We need to just like next year we need to do it. We need to do something.
Well, hey, if more fight happens, then we should get some fun stuff.
Get some fun characters.
Well, like, I honestly, okay, the one thing I feel like would, I don't know, maybe like, this is completely off topic, but like, in terms of like, art fight, like, changes that would like make the game, I feel like, more playable for me, like, where I am now in my art space,
Yeah.
I wish they had a featured gallery of attacks so bad.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like,
Just like a way to show your best work from the season.
I don't know how to like describe it, but like if any like mods listen to this, I know like some mods we know like probably listen to this or staff members, but like the reason why I say that is because I would legitimately do so much more art that is like quote unquote like lower effort or whatever, like sketchier or like looser or just more like little things to give back to people
Yeah.
if I didn't have to worry that, like, my actual effort pieces were not going to be on my page.
Yeah, exactly. Like, it's... I think just, like, doing lower effort is, like, nice, but I don't want, like, see it on full blast.
Yeah,
know? Like, or just, like, if there was, like, a recent attacks, but also, like, featured gallery.
Yeah, like, if you put it above it, that
well,
would
like,
be
I want to
perfect.
hide the fact that, yeah, I've done some low effort attacks, but I would like to... I would like people to be able to see, like, my full effort art.
Yeah. It's not like I wouldn't mind, like, having a recent attacks, obviously. Like, people can see it, but, like...
Yeah.
It's just, like, if all of my gallery is just, like, really tiny things, I would be so pissed. And that's why I don't do any, like... That's why I only do, like, high effort stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
Which sucks, because then I can't give to more people. Let me play the game more, Artfight.
Let me play.
Let me put more images on your servers.
How? Just stretched my jaw. I'm not kidding.
Like a snake. Turning into a worm.
Felt like stretching a muscle.
How?
Oh.
How?
Yeah, it hurts really bad to talk. I don't know why I'm still doing it.
That's okay. I'll just say you just beam your thoughts into my brain. I bet I can think of a number.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Wait, is it between 1 and 10?
No.
Wait, no, I meant like think of a number between 1 and 10.
Okay. Sorry, I thought you were asking. Okay, I'll okay,
every number ever.
No.
Okay, let me think. Is it... I'm getting your brainwaves.
Mm-hmm.
7.
What the fuck?
Was it 7?
Yes.
Let's go. We don't need... We can become 1 now.
Oh my god.
I'm actually really surprised I got that.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Did you choose that randomly, or did you choose it, like, because you... for a reason?
No, I just chose it randomly.
Oh, well, I got it then. I was like, you know what? I'm getting a 7 vibe.
That's crazy.
I'm just psychic, actually. This is what we're learning today.
Yeah, I guess so.
Artfight awakened my latent psychic powers.
Because I stretched my jaw.
Because Forg was here.
Thank you,
Bless
Forg.
us. Thank you, Forg. We should make Forg the new thing. Everybody has Forgs. Forg OC.
Oh, like Worm OCs.
Yeah, like
Forg.
Forg.
We should have Forg OC.
Should we start it right? You know, the day before the last day of Artfight, everybody, let's get some new OCs out there. Forg OCs.
Yes. That'd be beautiful.
That would be so
We should make
beautiful.
Forg. We make a Forg base and everything. So people can quicker make their Forgs.
Oh, I thought you meant like a base, like a castle or something. Like, this is our Forg base with our Forg defenses.
Could do that too, I guess.
Our towers are up.
I'm drawing the Forg base right now.
You're drawing the Forg base. Oh my god. We'll come back and we'll
Where's
just
my
both
mouse?
be Forgs.
On my Forg base.
That'd be kind of beautiful.
That would be really funny. Oh, I was streaming this.
Wait, are you?
No,
Okay.
I said if only.
If
It's
only.
okay.
No, we'll have to just, send it over when you're ready. I'm ready for our fight to be done.
Okay.
I need to take a nap, a month-long nap.
This is my Forg base.
Oh my gosh, you sent the Forg base. Let's see this masterpiece. Wait, this is actually like really good. I thought you were gonna draw it like Forg.
Yeah. What's a...
Here, wait,
Listen,
I'll have to draw one too. Wait, no, I can't change out the actual Forg image. What am I doing?
You can't swap Forg.
I can't swap Forg. Where is it? Let's just create new called Forg. There's my browser source. There, look at how beautiful that is.
That's my Forg base, guys.
Here, I'll draw Forg
Everyone,
based.
everyone do Forg.
Everyone make a Forg. Hey, if
I'm gonna
you're out
color
there,
it.
this is how we find people who have listened to our podcast. If you have a Forg OC, then
Please send
know
me your
you're,
Forg.
please drop them down in the comments. I'm gonna make my Forg a little bit. My Forg. We'll have
Your
two
toy
options.
house link.
We'll have two options for the Forg base. Oh, so you guys can screenshot it, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Here, I'll give you the option to have different colored eyes for your Forg. So if you want some
Whoa.
different colored eyes.
That's crazy. That's a lot of customization options.
I know, it's like a closed species, you know? If you have different colored Forg eyes, then that's a rare Forg.
Whoa.
But if they're you can have an ultra rare is if they're heterochromia or whatever. The 2 different eye colors. Okay.
The gay, homophobic.
Homophobic eyes.
Homophobic eyes.
There's my Forg.
Oh my god, he's beautiful.
So I expect everybody in the comments to be making Forg OCs. We all need to upload them to artfight so that we can take over and spread a new type of OC that gets put on the team cards next year. You can say Forg.
Now you can say Forg. That'd be beautiful. Could you imagine?
That would be so fucking beautiful. We need a new thing. Worms are great, but like, oh.
Out with the worm, in with the Forg.
The new phrase just dropped. Out with the worm, in with the Forg. Out of the fire, into the Forg.
Yes, exactly.
Enter the
making a Forg OC right now.
Oh, that's beautiful. We'll have to like, I'll make one after. I'll make a legendary Forg. I want to see people like do a lot with this. Okay, guys, like I really want to see your guys's like. We should put our. Wait a second. We should put them in. Oh, it's so pixelated. It's so pixelated. You can't even see it, but I put it back up there.
Where'd you put it?
You should put it on the shelf. The Forgs.
Oh, on the shelf. When my Forg OC's done. It's almost done.
So small. This is such a good art. This is really, truly art fight. Just like, honestly though.
This is
like,
art fight, guys.
Art fight is just like meeting people and just like fucking around and just like having a good time. That is.
And this is what this is. That is what this is.
I do miss like talking to people though. I haven't really met that many new people in the server this year.
I didn't like make friends this year.
I know.
Just kind of was sad.
No, I met Banan at least.
No way, friend of the pod.
Friend of the pod, truly. But yeah, everybody else, like when I was doing my little mass attack for our server, it was like, oh, these are all people who have been here so long. Like, I feel like I talked to way more mods this year though.
I don't know why that's really interesting.
It's funny to me.
It's silly. It's silly and whimsical.
It is truly silly and whimsical. You are so right.
Sorry, I have really good commentary because I'm focusing really hard on
I know, you're focusing
Forg.
really hard on your Forg, and I love that for you right now.
Thank you. It's almost done. I need to add her crown.
My Forg is so tiny. A crown?
Yeah. She's the princess.
She's the princess Forg? Oh my god. The lore. The Forg lore. Floor.
The floor.
Oh, we gotta add the Forgs to this background.
We have to.
I'm just happy.
Okay.
Oh, we're making new friends already.
Our Forgs.
Our Forgs.
It's like imaginary friends. Here she is.
Oh my god, she's beautiful.
Thank you. I made her with my mouse.
That's so
entirely.
Good. This is the first Forg. Wait, I almost changed the other Forg. This is the first Forg to ever exist.
Everyone say that you like her.
She's so Forgous.
You're Forg.
Forg gorgeous.
So funny.
Sorry. Killing Clem. Attacking Clem in real life. Oh, so beautiful. I don't have a Forg. I can't make one right now. I'm gonna make a really intricate Forg though. Like it's gonna have like 36 patterns on it.
No way.
I'm only gonna draw it once and never again. This is a call out for everyone who has complicated OCs they never draw.
Really,
We all have that one. You know what I'm talking about.
we all have that one.
We all have
I
that.
definitely. I definitely have one.
I have multiple. I just don't really draw my OCs that much, honestly, outside artfight, though.
Me neither, but I want to.
Yeah, same.
But nothing like motivates me to just draw my own characters. We need a game where it's just you draw your own character.
Yeah, maybe I'll make a... It'd be fun to do... Maybe we could host a podcast event where, like, we do a week where we have, like, different prompts and people draw their own OCs.
That'd be fun.
And we could show them off.
I'd love that. That'd be so
cute.
fun.
That requires me to
cute.
draw my own OCs, but, like, I'll do it.
But we have to.
Oh, wait, I can put the Forg outside. In the
Why are you
great
sending her
outdoors.
out? Oh my. Oh gosh.
She's right there. She's always our big friend, our big Forg friend.
Big Forg.
It's a large Forg, actually. I feel like Forgs would be kind of
Pretty
big.
Yeah, I agree. It's like a puppy size.
Oh, so based.
Like, I guess not puppy size, sorry. I have a puppy of like a really large dog breed. So that makes me think of every puppy being like small dog sized, but
I know,
you know.
You're talking about big puppy sized.
big puppy size.
King sized puppy.
These forks.
Family sized puppy.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my gosh, puppies. That's not
Puppies.
artfight related.
Not artfight related, but you know, it's beautiful, so.
My dog fish, my puppy, my puppy fish. He's barked. I've counted how many times he's gone on like a barking tirade. It's been 7 times today.
Today? Oh my god.
Yes.
He has something to tell you. He's telling you to do artfight.
I'm not.
Don't listen to him. He doesn't know.
Don't listen to him. He is like a little demon.
Don't fall into his witch's trap.
That's you said it with such a kind voice, and then you were like, "Don't listen to him." And it's really funny.
I feel like artfight is a little bit of a witch's trap, a curse.
Yeah, it's been 6 years. I haven't gotten out of it yet.
Yeah, same. Although I know a lot of people who are quitting.
Mm-hmm.
Like around this time.
Which, I mean, if there was any year to quit, this would be
it would be
year.
this year. Or like to skip. This would definitely be the year. I feel like I'll never be able to go cold turkey. Like I feel like I'll always do like 1 or 2 attacks, even if I like don't end up completely playing.
I mean, I can see that's probably the route I'm gonna take in the future, because I don't know if I want to fully commit to remaking an account, but I definitely feel like my notice on my profile is going to change from I don't guarantee attacks to I do like 10 attacks max a year.
Honestly, based. But I feel like, I do feel like if artfight kind of opened a pathway for people to be able to showcase their higher effort work and then hide more of their lower effort stuff, like, that it'd be easier for me to do more and give more and meet more people with it.
I can agree, but at the same time, I kind of struggle to just like give people sketches.
Yeah.
Me. I don't do lines.
No, that's real. I mean, it depends on, like, your style. Like, I like just doing the, like, oh, there's one, I had a genius idea for a game for Morphight.
Oh.
It'd be called 50-50, and you'd play it with a group of people, and the whole concept is, it would be really fast-paced. So, like, you say, like, okay, we're gonna play this, like, for, like, an hour or 2, like, in a voice call or something. And your idea is to, like, get your ratios, so, like, against other people and also your overall ratio as close to 50% as possible. But the catch is fun. You don't know how many people are drawing for you. So like you have to predict, like, okay, like if I was playing, like, you know, in with our friends, like I'd be like, oh, how many times do I think Rev is going to draw for me? I got to draw that amount of times for Rev. And then like they would just be like little doodles of just like, I'm imagining so like cute. Among Us level doodles. But I think it'd be really fun.
That would be so fun. That sounds so silly to me.
It'd be so goofy.
That would be goofy. We should definitely
I
try
want
that
to do
out
more. I want to do
sometime.
like more little like games you can play like in a VC with people because I feel like that's really a fun part of our fight. To just
Yeah,
like get together and talk.
with friends. Have a joyous little time. Joyous little communion.
Joyous little so real.
Alright.
I would way overestimate the amount of times people would draw. And also I feel like Rev would draw for me 20 times and I'd be like there's no way Rev's drawing for me that much.
I want to think about how much Yuchi would get me.
Yuji would only draw for you and then not
That's
anybody else.
that's not true.
No,
I
I'm
don't.
kidding. I feel like it's just so funny though because like it the concept of like trying to like match the amount of drawings people do for you overall is very fun, but like it's way
So
more fun to
cute.
say that your individual ratios against a person also count as well. So if you draw for people multiple times,
That's so cute to me. I love that. It's a whole mystery.
it'd be so fun.
That would be so fun. We should definitely play that sometime.
I'd totally do it. I got a
Not
code
even
it.
on our fight list.
On yeah, just you don't even need like you can
Yeah,
just do
you can
that
just
with
play
friends.
that.
It'd be so funny.
If you have friends, please play that game. Tell
Honestly,
us.
well, okay, we're hitting the hour mark. I would say
Oh,
what uh what do you want to do like for next art fight? Like what do you want to take? What have you learned anything? Like
I. It's a good question. I don't know. For me, it's kind of hard because I didn't do that well this year in terms of they weren't goals I set. I obviously didn't implicitly was like I want to have a 50% ratio.
mhm,
I try to aim to like put out as much as I receive, even
mhm,
if it's not revenges.
yeah.
So to me, I was really bummed out, but I think it also just it bummed me out because that was the first time this year I felt like I fell off in that regard, I
Yeah.
guess. But it kind of made me realize I don't think it was necessarily like a this year issue. I think it's just sort of like a just a now issue with myself, I guess. Like
Yeah.
that's just how it's gonna be for me. Like I did experience a lot of pain in past hard fights. I won't lie. Like okay, I don't want to like make a whole like like it about my chronic pain because
Mhm.
honestly, chronic pain is like a different thing than just art fight. But
Yeah.
for me, it really affects my art fight
Oh yeah.
experience.
Absolutely.
Um, and I think for me, it's just becoming a point of like, I care too much about myself to like, because there would be a lot of art where I just pushed through a
Mhm.
lot of like pain that I was feeling. Like a lot of art fights, I would wake up like my wrist would hurt. I'd just have a wrist brace on all day, fall asleep with it on, just to like try and mitigate any damage I was doing, even though my wrist hurt like hell.
Mhm.
Um, but this art fight, I was just like, oh, it hurts to draw. I'm gonna not draw. And then I didn't draw. And I
Yeah.
would try again. It would kind of still hurt. And I would just be like, I guess I'm just not drawing.
Yeah.
And I don't know. That's just kind of the reality of my art fight now. And I think for me, it's like, I want to try. And obviously, I don't think that this should be for everyone. Because I think 50% ratios is a really good thing. It's just for me, I don't think I can do it. And that
Yeah.
sucks. Because I like having a 50% ratio. Not like in terms of just revenging people, but I like giving stuff out to people.
Yeah.
But I think I just need to come to terms with the fact that I'm probably not going to be able to do that unless I either like lower the quality of stuff I'm doing or just accept that I'm going to just do higher effort stuff and not be able to give out as much.
Yeah.
And I just need to come to terms with either of those for next year.
Yeah.
Whether I be like doing lower stuff, lower effort stuff, like maybe I'll do like monochrome sketches, give that out, or like
Mhm.
just I don't know, like something, you know, or if I just do high effort stuff and I don't care about like getting out lower piece stuff and I'll just I don't know, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I think that's where I was last year. I mean, not on the ratio thing, because I feel that this year, because I really thought this was going to be the first year where I just couldn't have a 50% ratio for
Mhm.
a variety of reasons. But, like, I think last year I pulled out with exactly a 50% ratio also, which is, I think I'm going to be, like, maybe, like, one or two percentages like above 50 this year, but I almost had exactly like a 50% ratio.
Oh dang.
Because last year I had it exactly 50% ratio. But I was in that space where like I was doing revenges. I wasn't doing all the revenges, but I was doing some revenges, and the revenges I was doing were very bad, and a lot of the pieces that I was making weren't fun for me to make and weren't
Yeah.
like they just weren't very high effort. Like I wasn't proud of them.
Hmm.
And so like for me, what I ended up like kind of lucking into was my art process became something where I felt like I could do a piece like very quickly, right? Because I
Hmm.
like switched to doing like only lines and like not color. Like do a piece that was quick and like meaningful and also like good. Like I felt like the quality of my just line pieces improved a lot. So like that's
That's
what
good. Yeah.
that's like the compromise I made. It was like instead of choosing to just have a lower ratio or to have lower quality stuff, I ended up, and I probably would have tried to do this like more, what's the word, not subconsciously, actively, I guess,
Mhm.
if I hadn't lucked into just having a process that allowed me to do lower effort stuff but like with high effort results, I guess, like faster high effort stuff.
Yeah, that makes sense. That's interesting.
Yeah, I think
It's a
next
really cool
year
process too. Yeah, what do you want to do next year?
I want to meet more people. I think
That's a good goal.
I have to see. I mean, I think one of my I would love to mod, depending on how the team, which is not an art fight
Oh,
goal,
yeah.
but
That's just been a you goal
that's kind of
forever
a
since
me
I've known
goal.
you.
Yeah, because I really want to like try and like focus on the positivity. Because I feel like this year is like if I've taken anything from it, like this year at all, is that
Hmm.
if anything's going to kill art fight, like it will be the community attitude.
For sure. I definitely agree with that.
Yeah.
Like if everyone just started not liking I don't know, just not liking playing art fight, then that would be what would kill art fight, you know? It's just like people being like, actually, or not like just even not liking playing, but people being so toxic that no one wants to
Yeah.
play.
Because yeah, it's one of those things where it's like, I'm not mad, I'm just disappointed.
Yeah.
And, and honestly, like, what I'm disappointed about is just kind of like the circumstances of it all, which is why I think a lot of us haven't been able to put it to words, like, why we feel like it's off, because I feel like it's just a lot of circumstances that have, like, overlapped,
Hmm.
some of which are, like,
I
out of
agree with
people's
that.
hands.
Hmm.
But I really want to try and, like, if I do end up like getting to be a mod, or if not, and like we just continue doing this, I want to like do like the positive propaganda, you know, like
Yeah.
not even like not even like a funny like we need art fight propaganda way, but like
Well, no, I feel like positive propaganda is honestly a need. Next year, we
yeah,
should like, we should,
we should like make a TikTok or something, Clem, and
we should.
like try and
Oh, I was just thinking like my banners. We should make like team positive propaganda for people to decorate their
oh
pages with.
yeah, absolutely that. No, what I feel like I just
But
want
TikToks too.
I think we should just have like a public voice and try to like at least for me, like I think I care a lot about like the game, and it really makes me sad that I didn't have as good of a time this year because
Yeah.
it's a little worrying to me that like it wasn't because of something that I did. Like it was like I did have like wrist pain, but it wasn't because of
Hmm.
that. And like
Yeah, no, I know. For you, it was like a lot of
yeah, it's
like demotivation.
yeah, like and that demotivation is scary because like what if it keeps happening and then I lose something that I enjoy, you know?
Yeah, I love art fight.
Same. But maybe we just need a micro art fight. Like we need to
True.
like bring back that those old days when most people played just for point bragging rights and shat on each other for doing friendly fires.
That's always so funny to me that was like a thing.
Yeah, now it really doesn't matter at all.
No, people usually really don't care about friendly fire.
Like,
I mean, like, it used to be so common, like, friendly fire, okay, just less likely to revenge you, because people still care about points a little.
yeah. I think, wait a second. I think in my stats, if I tradered, I would have, like, more points.
True. That's so funny.
Okay, no, I haven't. I have done more attacks against werewolves, somehow. But, like, there was a point when I had, like, more attacks against vampires than werewolves.
That's so funny.
It's just, like, so goofy. Anyway.
I think I did 6 attacks and 3 friendly fires. So.
I have some more I have to upload.
As in, like, I did 9 overall.
I think I'm gonna do 37 overall, which is honestly pretty good. That
is pretty good.
I like being in the 30 to 40 space. I think that's gonna be my new living space. Like, one a day, sort of, you know?
Yeah. Mine isn't, terrible.
Yeah, yours is, like, not bad. The higher you get in attack numbers, the less bad your ratio can possibly be. Because it's
because I received
inverse.
20 things as artfight, and I'm just shy of giving out, like, half of 20 things.
Yeah.
So I'm not, like, terribly miffed about it, just because I know I've been going through a lot with this artfight.
Yeah.
I had a work in progress, too, and I almost finished it, and then I deleted it.
What?
I didn't like it.
Damn. That's rough. I haven't deleted anything this artfight. Oh, there was one attack that I didn't submit as an attack, though. Sometimes I'll just, like, this is a great example of, like, something I would have submitted, absolutely, if there was a featured gallery and a recent attacks. It was just,
but you didn't want it, like...
Yeah, I didn't want it on my page. Like,
dang.
not to be, like, mean to this person's character.
You think it was going to be in, like, your final 6?
Yeah, it would be, like, in my final 6, and it was, like, just something that was, like, a cute... Because it was a Parappa character, and, like... I did it in the style of the game, and it was really cute, and I liked it a lot, but I was just like, I want to have, like, my more meaningful pieces be the thing that defines everyone who sees my profile for the next year.
No, I get it.
And it feels like shit, kind of, because it's like, oh, why are they not uploading this as an attack? Like, you know, is it not good enough? Like, is my character not interesting enough? But it's like, no, I'm sorry, it's just, like, artfight being stupid.
Just, yeah, I don't want, like, because you were, like, emulating a style, too. Like, you just tried to draw in Parappa style.
Yeah.
And it was cute, but, like, I understand why you wouldn't want that on your page.
Yeah, there's...
for everyone to see for the
a year.
entire year.
For a year, bro.
For a year.
It's so long.
I would love a featured attack section, if only just for the off-season.
Yeah. Yeah, honestly, if they replaced recent attacks with featured attacks...
For off-season, I would love that.
That'd be so cool.
Yeah.
Like, even if they only let us select 6, that'd be so much better. Because, like, I don't know, this is the first year where I've legitimately been like, should I hold off submitting this attack because I want it on my page? Like, and that sucks. I don't want to have to think about that. My executive dysfunction makes it hard enough for me to upload attacks anyway.
I mean, it does suck. Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah. I don't get that way most often, but I think that's just because I don't put it out as much attacks, so I don't, like,
yeah, I feel like it's a niche niche problem.
It's a niche. It is a niche problem, but I do agree with the sentiment. I would love a featured attack section for off-season, because there would be, like, a few attacks I'd really like to just, like, show off from what I did.
Yeah, and they, like, get hidden in the second. I feel like the biggest thing about artfight, nobody checks the sub pages. So, like,
no.
You know, if you want a character to be drawn, put it in your main 6. Put it on your first page of characters.
Put it as the first one.
Yeah.
If it's your favorite.
Yeah. Anyway, I think that about does it for all my artfight thoughts this year.
Mine too.
Sending out a lovely wish to I guess the team, if they're watching, if anybody's watching, good job this year,
Anyone
guys.
trying to get final attacks in too?
Also, yes, anyone trying to get mass attacks in or anything, good luck. Maybe don't upload it on the last day if you're new.
Don't.
It's just like the first day. It's probably going to crash or be very slow. If you don't have good internet, it probably will gateway time you out.
Yeah. Good luck, soldiers. Both the team, anyone trying to get attacks in.
Vampires, we're winning.
Werewolves.
We're winning right now. We're winning right now. The points are hidden and we're winning.
No, you're losing. Oh, you're losing.
I'm biting you right now, actually.
No, I'm biting you back.
Damn, it's bite fight. We got
bite fight. This is literally bite fight.
Literally bite fight.
Literally bite fight.
Long live the spirit of art fight. I don't
Yeah.
know. Happy Pride Month.
Happy Pride Month. It's sad to see it's coming to an end, and then next month will be another Pride Month.
Oh.
What do you mean you're not?
I thought you meant art fight. I was happy that art fight's ending.
No, I meant Pride Month.
It's sad that but next month is also Pride Month, so.
Yeah, you're right. I keep saying Pride Month to people who don't understand why I say that. I'll be like, oh wow, happy Pride Month. When I see like any gay people and they're like, it's not Pride Month. And it's like,
no, we need to make, this is what's gonna happen. This podcast needs to make up for the lore that we're missing from the main server. So now we got Forgs, we got Pride Month, we got so much good stuff here that we can just say and, inside jokes. We can.
If you're a pod listener.
If you're a friend of the pod.
If you're a friend of the pod. Stop. No, start making Forgosies.
Start making.
Say Happy Pride Month. Every month. Any month.
I'll post my Forgosi in the description. Not in the description, in the comments. I'll show off my Forg.
I want to see your Forg.
I haven't drawn it yet, but it'll be awesome.
I know! But I'm excited to see your Forg.
It'll be beautiful. Alright, everybody.
I believe.
See you guys when minigames happen. As in, we're not recording an episode then, but just like see you around. I'll probably be quiet. No, I'll probably be chronically online in the server.
I won't, but you'll find me somewhere.
I usually retreat from the server like mid-August and stop being active. But
I don't know what I'll do. I'll do something. You'll find me
out
somewhere
there in the ether space.
Yeah,
I need to draw you some like yaoi.
You need to draw me yaoi?
Oh, that's another thing you can do if you're a friend of the pod. You can draw yaoi.
I never got to draw your the thing I wanted to draw for you.
Oh, what? You had something you wanted to draw? I was gonna think of something to draw for you, because your OCs have so much interesting stuff.
Oh, thank you. I'm still probably gonna draw it at some point, just not on Artfight. But I wanted to draw Discorp and Ivy kissing in a confessional booth because I read their profiles.
I would die, Clem. That would have killed me dead.
I'm still gonna probably do it.
Oh my god. Oh, this is like Christmas. Oh god, that's beautiful.
Yaoi.
That's beautiful. Happy
It's not really yaoi. It's yaoi.
Yaoi in our hearts.
Honorarily yaoi.
Oh my god, that's beautiful. Everybody should go do some gift art for somebody you love. And then gift
find a
them.
stranger.
Yeah. Ping a person randomly in the Discord with art of their OC. You'll make
That'd be kind of cute, actually.
I kind of want to do that after the fight, just for like when I want to draw some stuff.
Yeah.
Or when I want to do 3D paintings.
Ooh. Your 3D paintings are so cool.
I have gotten better at them, which I am pleased about, but it took me a while.
Oh yeah. It's okay. It would take me forever. It looks so cool.
It's so fun. Anyway. Alright, everybody. Bye. Hope you have a good end of the fight. I'll be around
Best of luck
in the chat. My Discord is Angel Logistics, but there's only one L. Clem's not around usually on Discord, but if you want to plug your socials or whatever.
I'm usually Clemidity on anything, anywhere. Artfight, Toy House, Instagram. I don't really post on Instagram, but I have an Instagram. I'm not really around on the Discord very much. You might see me. Damie pings me sometimes. To,
Ping
like,
Clem randomly.
kiss me and kiss me in like Gen 1.
Yes,
Oh.
Gen 1 needs more kissing, guys. Here's a PSA to anyone. Last thing I'll say. If you're watching this podcast and you're a funny person, please come in Gen 1 and be funny. We need more funny people in Gen 1
You mean
always.
funny people.
Can we hire some jesters to get in Gen 1, please? It's so...
Team. That'll be the first team member that would get like paid, and it would be
the
Jester.
I'll make a jester Forg. Who's the paid jester? That's
Oh
my
my.
Forg.
Oh my. That's beautiful.
Okay, everybody. Have a wonderful day. Make some Forgs.
Have a happy Pride Month.
Pride Month. And go vampires. We're gonna win.
Go werewolves!